how much were you making with those commentary channels that you did?
Maybe with AdSense, I think I would have made like maybe 3K or 4K.
I see this inconsistency everywhere across the commentary niche.
That was the main issue I was facing.
Can you share your channel right now? Can you show the stats and kind of walk me through what happened during the last 90 days? All right, so I'm here with Sep. Sep is a client of mine, someone who went through the entire Art of YouTube program. And today we're recording a podcast, an interview with him to see what he has achieved and what are the results after going through the entire program and launching a branded YouTube Shorts channel with the Art of YouTube system. Sep, welcome to the pod.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And I'm actually super excited to record this because for many people watching it, it's not going to be just another interview they watch. It's also going to be a masterclass on, how quickly things can change when you take the different approach to what everyone else is doing. Because a part of what I put in the foundation of the program is making sure that you have as little competition as possible in the niches where you kind of enter and create content. And I think you did absolutely amazing job doing this part, like the fundamental part of actually choosing the market and the niche and then the content format. So we're going to talk about that without going too deep into details, because obviously we don't want to, create too many competitors for you. So we're going to keep it private, but at the same time, I'd love you to share the insights and the knowledge that you kind of acquired in the process. So can you let people know a little bit more about yourself, about SAP, basically point zero, someone who came into the program? Who were you when we just started working together? And then we'll talk about who are you now.
Sure. Yeah. So before I joined, I had ran some shorts channels in the past. Sometimes they did all right. Like sometimes I did some okay revenue. At the end of the day, I was still just, when your content is mainly focused on the editing side of things, which sometimes is a bit hard to outsource well, then you're just kind of in a glorified freelancer position, basically. So how it always used to be was I was just editing videos every single day. And if I missed a week or a couple of days, there wouldn't be any videos. So I was just doing a lot of editing every single day. Didn't have a team, did everything by myself. It just really felt like I had hit a ceiling, which I just couldn't get through because basically all of the niches I did were easy to enter, and was kind of looking for the next step, and that's when I found you.
Yeah, makes sense. And then can you walk me through an approximate numbers, like how much were you making with those commentary channels that you did?
It was always different. I think the best month I had was like 8K profit in a single month, but this was also back when music deals were still at its peak. So I mean, maybe with AdSense, I think I would have made like maybe 3K or 4K, and then with AdSense, apart from music deals, I think I also had like maybe a 5K month or something like that. So nothing crazy, but it was also like I think I had the 8K month, and then after that, I think I made 1K or 2K. And then after that, I think I made 1K or even less. It was just always going up and down, but never crossed the 10K mark.
Yeah, makes sense. I see this inconsistency everywhere across the commentary niche, and even the biggest channels like, let's say, Bolt Motivation or channels like that. Once they hit this level, so to say, it always goes down after that, because there's so much competition and people who are just trying to enter those niches. But were there any other problems besides just the inconsistency? Like, what made you basically want to switch and search for the next step for you? Like, what were the problems that you faced while you were doing this commentary niche?
The main thing I kind of already went over was that, the video like, I mean, today still like a lot of the channel's output is dependent on me, of course, but there's kind of like a slight delay. Let's say, for example, I don't work for 1 week, even though I work every single day, but let's say I didn't work for a week.
Yeah.
The videos would still kind of keep coming. Maybe they wouldn't be as good, but you kind of have a little bit of room to play with.
Right.
And yeah, with commentary, it's just brutal. You know, if you miss 2 days, if you're sick for 2 days, well, then it's 2 days, no videos. And yeah, when you combine that with the fact that it's so easy to get saturated, I got mainly really annoyed by the fact that it just wasn't a good income to live off. You know, with these branded channels, it can get really consistent, sometimes even more consistent than some long form channels even. So yeah, that was the main issue I was facing, and the main thing I really wanted to gain from these branded channels was to have a consistent monthly income.
Right, right. I see. And when we talk about this consistent monthly income, can you share your channel right now? Can you show the stats and kind of walk me through what happened during the last 90 days since we basically started posting? Or maybe even before than that, like how did we even come up with this stuff?
Okay, where do you want me to start with, like the analytics?
Yeah, let's go through the analytics, and I think people are going to be very curious to see. Let's go for 90 days because I think we started posting approximately like 90 days ago.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, last 90 days is 50K right now. I just crossed 50K.
Nice, amazing.
Yeah, this is really really cool. We'll reach that as well. Yeah, kind of a little dip now just because of some holidays and New Year's and stuff like that. So yeah, that kind of explains this graph here. But yeah, if once we start posting daily again, I'm sure we'll have like a consistent 20 million real time at least, like we did here. Yeah,
so
go ahead.
500,000 followers. So 500,000 followers, 500 million views, and then 50K in revenue. And when did we start posting exactly? Was it like right here when the graph basically starts, or?
Yeah, because this is where the channel got monetized, and this is when I was still posting the old videos.
Amazing.
So yeah, over here, I think 16th of October was the first video.
16th of October was the first video, and then basically your first day of monetization, you made $600.
Yeah.
I think back then you only had like 2 videos posted or something like this.
Yeah, it's also because I feel like the niche was so new still that just back then every single video I posted went completely crazy. Yeah. And yeah, kind of in a sense got lucky with the first 2 videos also being like really good ones. You instantly gave me like a really experienced and good animator, and I already had some experience with script writing, so yeah, it just popped up straight away. Yeah,
it's one of the most like explosive like growth graphs I saw, and you're one of the first, like fastest people in the program to reach 4-figure days with shorts. Which is like on its own like a super crazy achievement, but get there in less than, I think, less than a week since you got monetized. That's just super crazy. So how did it feel?
Sorry, what did you say?
How did it feel?
Oh yeah, it felt amazing, man. I already had a feeling that this niche could just do extremely well because I kind of saw the opportunity, but to see that it instantly got picked up by the algorithm because it's branded content and people that stuff usually just pops way sooner, and combining that with the channel which was monetized right away, it's just an amazing feeling to also make the investment in your coaching and stuff like that, and then to basically instantly see the result. That's what everyone wants, right? So it felt amazing.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. And on that note, I actually wanted to ask you, so what essentially made you made you decide to join the program? Like at what specific moment you were like, oh yeah, I definitely need to do that?
I was like in the middle of of the period where I was a bit frustrated. Like I just explained, these commentary channels were just so volatile, and I also didn't really. Yeah, I found it because of the volatility. I just did not really enjoy it. It was not something. I saw the opportunity with shorts, but it just wasn't really fun back then for me. Um, and yeah, I think I first saw you on Daniel's video. But
Yeah.
and yeah, I really enjoyed that, but wasn't really. Um, yeah, I don't even think I knew about the program back then, and also I wasn't really thinking about starting a branded channel. Then I saw some of your posts on X, and I remember just being really impressed with in how much detail you went about the channel with numbers, systems, everything like that. And especially in the short space, and I think even in the long form space, that's just something which is really unheard of, to really treat this stuff as a business. A lot of people still see it as a side hustle or as a quick kind of money grab. And yeah, my personality has always just been, whenever I make or whenever I have a good amount of money saved up, I always try to invest it back into myself. And yeah, investing into you just really seemed like the right move at that time for me.
Right, I see. And were there anything that you were worrying about? Because I hear from a lot of people that comparing to commentary, for example, branded channels, they do require a bit more investment and a bit more commitment. And obviously, as you said, you need a team, which is on some like on some side, it's a benefit because, like you said, you might take a few days off and the channel is not going to stop. But at the same time, for people who are new to this world, it might seem like you're investing something in the channel and you don't really know if it's going to pay off or not. So were any of those thoughts kind of crossing your mind? Were you like worrying about something?
Mm, No, not in my case, not really, I would say, but that was mainly because, yeah, I really had the feeling that this niche was really good. I remember when I also sent you the text about, what niche I was trying to go for. I immediately knew, like, oh, yeah, I hope Tim likes this because I feel like it's going to be really good. And I already also had like some decent amount saved up so I could afford it. And yeah, I feel like if anyone, if you're completely broke, I wouldn't recommend you to go into branded channels. But if you just, even if it's a little bit of money you've got laying around, that like, who knows how much you want to invest, but let's say you want to do 10 videos, which might be like $1,000. Instead of spending it on a trip or instead of spending it on dinners or whatever, I would definitely recommend everyone to give this a try because you never know what could happen, right? And I feel like a lot of people, even though some people might feel like they don't have a spare $1,000, they could get it anytime, So I actually also think it's more affordable than a lot of people think.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also, what was good in your case, and why I also had a feeling that it's all going to work out well, is because commentary actually gives you it's such a red ocean that if you could survive and if you could make even if like three, five, like $8,000, like you did, it's actually like a tremendous amount of work and a very good understanding of the algorithm and how human psychology works and how the hooks work and etc. So with that experience, starting a branded channel is way more safe than most people think because. Would you say that branded has less competition and basically less, like the bar is lower from the skill perspective?
Um, yeah, yeah, I would say so. There's definitely less competition. At the same time, though, it's also kind of a different league you're playing in where you need different skills.
Yeah,
For example, I even though I might be a better script writer than a lot of the guys in 3D animations, if there's someone who can post twice or three times a day, and I can't even handle posting once every 3 days, then you'll still get filtered out. So in terms of skills, when it comes to making actual viral videos, so visual script writing, everything like that, there's definitely a really big gap still in the animation industry. But yeah, these guys like you, but still, I wouldn't say there's a lot of them. But in general, they have maybe a little bit more experience when it comes to running teams than the average commentary creator does.
Yeah, that makes sense. I agree with that. And then if we go into details, just so we can also make it more like beneficial for people who are watching. So you joined the program, you wanted to start a branded channel. What were your first and key 3-5 actions and the action steps that you took throughout the program that basically led to you getting to like 4-figure days within a week after the channel got monetized? Like, what were the key steps?
Yeah, I think back then I was also kind of lucky that I got my first animator from you, so I could start right away. Yeah, you just start with kind of getting to know the, in my case, animator, so you can have 2D animators, 3D animators, whatever. And yeah, you start with the first video, and in my case, I also had to combine a lot of elements. It was editing, it was animation,
Yeah,
and yeah, kind of a unique spin on the editing, which I also had to figure out how it looked. So I think the most important thing for me and for anyone is to make sure you get that first video out as soon as possible, because that's what I did. I started figuring out, okay, what elements do I need to create the video I want? Started researching like, okay, how do I actually do the editing? Because I wasn't sure about that. Yeah, and then just combined everything and posted the video. I guess it's just figuring out, starting with a small team, figuring out how you can execute what you want to do, and then just try to get out the first video as soon as possible, because then you'll have feedback from the algorithm and know if the video was good or not.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And then throughout the program, there are many things that that I give that probably you were doing for the first time. Like, let's say our hiring systems are definitely not what people are used to, and not what others are using. And for some, they might see like a bit more complicated, and obviously that's the barrier of entry required. Like that's why they are so like untapped. So how was that experience? I know that you did a lot of hiring yourself after that. So like we helped you with initial the first hire. That was the part of the offer as well. But then after that you did a good job hiring by yourself. So was it a bit weird at the beginning? Was it hard? Was it complicated, or like did you just like figure it out like yourself like pretty easily?
Yeah, it definitely took some time to get used to. I feel like some of the basic principles, even though I think you explained them, they didn't really get through to me.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like, really having boundaries and telling your animators, okay, this is what's going to be done. Or you really need to be able to tell your animators or whoever works for you, and let them know that it sounds harsh, that they are replaceable and that they can't just make every single mistake they want and be lazy and just collect the paycheck. That's something
Yeah.
with kind of the leadership quality I felt like I struggled with.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, the systems and the SOPs, they're all there. You really couldn't have it easier when it comes to hiring a team. And also something I can recommend, which also I kind of, the hiring process is really easy. You literally give all of the SOPs. You tell us where to hire. Talent is literally out there. Just the kind of the big realization for me was also that I was too focused on finding the perfect candidate. Whereas, what I've really learned from you over these last few weeks is that in a lot of cases, it's better to just take someone who's driven and who's decent and to just train them up to the level you want them to be. Because sometimes you'll get lucky and you will find someone who's perfect, but that's something which is pretty hard to really find animators more at the level of, let's say, an Art of War, your channel, ZT Films, or that's just another
Yeah.
which is pretty hard to find.
Yeah, understand. Okay, awesome. And let's talk real quick because I also don't want to like spread it out too much. But let's talk real quick about your the current state of the channel. How much are you making right now per month, approximately, and how much of that is profit? Because I also want to address the common misconception that the branded channels are so expensive that they're not profitable. So, can you walk me through like your, let's say, revenue versus profit right now?
Sure. Uh, I'm not sure if I 100% remember correctly. Um,
Yeah, you can just give me like a approximate number, of course.
yeah, sure. So December, let me check. I'll just also remove these days because yeah, it's kind of out of our control, and this doesn't really represent the state of the channel right now.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it still has to load fully, but December was 23K, and I'm pretty sure almost 17K of this was profit. I think it was 16.8 or something like that.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, that's actually really really healthy margins, and yeah, definitely nice income.
Nice. And how old are you?
I'm 20.
20. Okay. How's it to take home 17K a month from YouTube? Like, how do you feel?
Yeah, feels really good.
Feels
I mean,
really
it's
good.
not up to me to continue to do this every single month, but yeah, especially December was just crazy. I didn't even since you're also having a bit more costs than with the commentary channel, I uh, got a bit less happy seeing these numbers because I knew like okay, there's going to be costs involved. But when you actually send me like the message with yeah, this is how much profit we did, I was like, oh damn, I actually didn't expect it to be so high. So
Yeah.
yeah, that definitely feels amazing.
Nice, nice. And out of all of the things that we've talked about, what would you say is like the most important win for you? What's the one concrete win that you can point to?
Uh, yeah, definitely, I would say this December month. Um,
Hmm.
the views and the subscribers actually don't really mean that much to me. I just wanted a channel which really was a money printer and could make me. I think as a goal we set um, 50K or 20K a month in profit.
Yeah,
And I mean, yeah, we've basically already reached it in December after like I think 2 months. Um,
yeah,
yeah, this was the first time or yeah, I mean, we can go back to a lot of years before, but it wasn't with YouTube. This is the first time I've made more than 10K a month with YouTube. So um, crossing that record with like 7K on top, I would say that was the biggest win.
okay, makes sense. Yeah, that's amazing. And obviously, like people choose this business model because it's so cash flowing that we kind of like we have to enjoy this profits, and especially making that within 90 days with shorts only. There are not many channels like that who can do it. So congrats to you. Like you proved with the hard work that everything is possible, especially when you have this skills in a very bloody red ocean. So this is what happens when you open new opportunities for yourself. And then because you went through the whole program, you know it inside out. Who do you say this program is for? Like, who is the best person to go through the program? Is it someone like yourself? Is it someone different? Like, who do you think will benefit the most from it?
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I think it's two different uh, sorts of people. First off, I would definitely say people like me, people who already have a lot of short experience or a lot of who have just proven that they can go viral in commentary. Especially, I think this is good for you if you already have some experience in script writing. Um, for example, let's say you're experienced in a commentary niche which just involves some editing, but still be good, by the way, if you can find a kind of niche which. Um, but yeah, just anyone who already has some previous experience with shorts, I think this program is just really powerful for taking you to the next level when you feel like you're kind of being stationary. But also, um, yeah, I would say just people who um, are kind of more the people who like long form YouTube automation in a sense. don't want to be sitting behind a computer editing every single day, maybe even have a high paying job, and they want to start something on the side, but something on the side which is actually um, serious and where they can manage the team and they're maybe not as tied to the channel as that they would be with commentary. Even though I think
Right.
that people like me will probably see the most success or the fastest success. I think it could also be good for that other group of people.
Okay, got it. Cool. So I think it was a very nice interview. I'm again super stoked to have people like yourself as clients because it's always amazing to work with the winners who actually do things and prove with their like work ethic that they deserve the numbers that they're then getting. So thanks for coming to the pod, and it was amazing having you here. And I can't wait to host another one once you hit 50K months.
Yeah, just some quick words for me. Yeah, I really couldn't have done this without you. You are always responding really fast, and yeah, the structure of the program is just really insane. I can definitely recommend it to everyone. So yeah, couldn't have done it without you.
Awesome. Thank you, man. So pleasure to have you on the pod. I think we'll meet for sure shortly on another one because again, 23K for a channel like the one that you've built, it's amazing result, but it's still nothing compared to what's coming. So excited to see the progress and 6-figure months as well. And yeah, man, let's just keep working, keep grinding.
Same. Let's get it.
Right.
Ciao.
Cheers.